You ever wonder what silence sounds like when it never ends? It hums, like static in the bones. That's what you're hearing now. That's me. Don't flinch. You came here to know me, didn't you? They said I smelled like a goat, not the kind you feed on a farm, the kind that walks through graves, the kind that never leaves your clothes once it finds you. That wasn't sweat. That was something older, something holy, the kind of stink that sinks into the floorboards and waits. The Nightstalker. That name. They gave it to me when the screams started to repeat. Different cities, same nights, same quiet before the breaking. I liked it. Not because it made me famous, because it sounded like something that didn't stop. I came back every night. They expected me, not in their dreams, in their houses. In the dark they thought was safe. I became part of bedtime, part of the silence. That's why it fit, because I waited. And when it got quiet enough, they heard me anyway. You want a moment? A switch you can point at and say, that's where he snapped. I will give you one. I was 13. My cousin came back from war, proud, blood-soaked, hollow. He showed me Polaroids, tied arms, open mouths, cold skin, women frozen in positions you don't show on TV. He called it power, and then he killed his wife in front of me, point blank. Her blood hit me like hot paint. It smelled like metal and sugar left too long. It stuck to me, warm and wet and silent. I didn't scream, I didn't ask why, I didn't move. I just felt still. It didn't break me, it cleared the noise. It showed me what silence feels like when nothing inside you argues anymore. That wasn't the day I went bad. It was the day something opened. Now the first time, you expect chaos, vomit, guilt. That's what movies taught you. But when the blood came out, thick, stumbling, I felt clean, still. Like a machine finally doing what it was built for. There was no panic, no shaking, just relief. And an urge that I want more, that this time was disappointing. And next kill, I will be satisfied, more fulfilled. But sometimes, I stayed. I'd kill, and then walk into the kitchen like I lived there, make a sandwich, open their fridge, take a bite while their blood was still warm in the carpet. But I didn't eat because I was hungry. I ate because I could. You have to understand. When you walk into someone's house, break them, bleed them, and then sit at their table like you belong, that's not impulse, that's ownership. I wasn't rushing. I wasn't running. I was calm, slow, like it was my house now. You ever seen a lion walk away from the kill and drink from the stream, lazy, full, untouched by guilt? That's what it felt like. Not nerves, not guilt, dominion. Every bite was proof. I could enter your world, end it, and still linger. That's not just murder, that's possession. 14 dead, more than 30 broken. Some lived. That wasn't mercy, that was strategy. Pain echoes longer in the ones who wake up, and every one of them, an offering. I didn't kill for myself, not really. I killed for him. He didn't speak, but I felt it in the moments after, like something big had leaned closer, something waiting to be fed. In court, they saw me raise my hand and saw what I carved into it, a pentagram, my signature, not a symbol, a seal. They gasped. I felt seen. Or they caught me, not with intelligence, with chaos. They pounced, dragged me down like animals, swinging fists, screaming like they'd survived something. But I wasn't scared, I was imagining. If I had my blade, the one I used to carve silence, I would have peeled the courage off their faces, one scream at a time. Let them feel what it's like when you choose, when the pain stops. Instead, they kicked and spat, thinking they won. They didn't stop me, they just gave me time to remember how many more I could have taken. Death. Like I care. Paper judgment. Said I was done. But you can't silence something like me. You can lock a door, clean the floor, change the channel, but I'm still here. I was never just a man. I was a crack in the world you're too afraid to look through. A glimpse of what walks when you think no one's watching. And he was watching, the one I served. He watched me, and now he's watching you. Because once you've seen through that crack, once you've heard my voice, you don't go back to safe dreams. You start to feel it in the stillness, in the hallway, in the flicker of the light that shouldn't have flickered. I'm not the nightmare. I'm the invitation.